We are the most complex creature on this planet. A big-brained, two-legged mammal. We've risen from the raw materials of the Earth to dominate and shape it. Wind the clock backwards, and the story of how we got to be us is a puzzle that defies all logic. Through nearly 4 billion years of evolutionary twists and turns, disasters strike. Predators threaten to wipe us out. From rodent to reptile, we face extinction at every turn. From the land into the water, fighting to survive every step of the way. From fish to worm, back to the very first spark of life, to a single, simple cell. This is the most extraordinary and probable story ever told. The story of mankind rising. "4 billion years ago, a ball of rock and dust spins in the frozen vacuum of space. This isn't Mars or Venus. This hell is Earth. This seething, lifeless mass of molten lava will become home to nearly 9 million living species. But generating life from this will take a chain of events that defies the laws of probability. There are many theories. Nobody knows exactly how or where life began. But it couldn't happen without water. Experts believe asteroids or comets delivered it here. The water is churning with chemicals and organic compounds. Lightning strikes the chemical soup at the right place and the right time. Billions of volts of electricity trigger a chain of improbable coincidences. The chemicals' atoms join up in a precise sequence, creating a bundle of genetic material. These fragile genes don't stand a chance in this extreme environment. But luck strikes again. A blob of oily material engulfs a single chain to create the first ever cell. Now, the genes send out messages, chemical instructions. And 3.5 billion years ago, they do something extraordinary. They copy themselves and the cell to create a perfect clone. This is the very first living thing. Every human, every animal, every bug, every plant can trace its origins to this single cell. The genes tell each cell to reproduce, guaranteeing their survival as they pass from one generation to the next. For 2 billion years, the only living things are simple single cells. But a random accident changes everything. 2 cells merge. Their genes combine. The merged cell clones itself. Its offspring contains genes from not 1, but 2 cells, 2 parents. We call this accident sex. Sex introduces variation. Occasionally, things go wrong. As the cells reproduce, genes get deleted, duplicated. These cells are mutants. Mutations pile up, differences increase, until the cells become so different, they're separate species. The tree of life branches out into billions of species, but only one will lead to us.
Now, however, in the coastal shallows below, evolution has stepped on the accelerator. Predators have taken their first bite. This is Anomalocaris, Earth's first super predator. This 2-meter-long monster owes his success to a monumental evolutionary landmark. Eyes. They may look bizarre, but they're not unique. Many predators in the Cambrian seas have also evolved eyes. And so have their prey. The consequences have been explosive. Being able to see and react to enemies has triggered an arms race between hunter and hunted. This battle continues today and is a major force behind the variety of life. To combat being visible and vulnerable, 80% of creatures in these shallow seas have sturdy skeletons on the outside of their bodies. These armored animals are called arthropods. In the future, they'll give rise to insects and spiders. But in these crowded waters, there's competition everywhere, and even the mighty Anomalocaris' defenses are constantly put to the test. Rigid armor splits if bent too far, leaving the loser vulnerable to a completely different threat. This is Hycoichthyes. He's the size of your thumbnail, but he's an evolutionary giant. He's the first ever fish, our earliest known ancestor. He's unique because instead of having armor on the outside, he's tough inside. He's evolved a primitive backbone